No, so it looks like, I don't know.
Refresh again, or is it?
Is everybody still out there?
You're in share.
Chat room, if you could report in, let us know. Oh, no, it looks like, no, I think I need to refresh my browser.
I am.
Yeah.
Yep, not sure.
Yeah.
Yes, they're still there with the 52.
Mayhem in Manila.
Yep, still here.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, good. So let's begin episode 53.
Here we go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to another exciting episode of the Two Half Squads.
And this one is not from the land down under, but it is still about the greatest game in the world,
Advanced Squad Leader. We are your hosts. I'm Jeff.
I am David.
We have been your hosts for 53 episodes.
And counting.
And we'll probably remain your hosts until you're really sick of us.
We're hoping.
May have happened a while ago.
I think we have to just keep Jeff's energy level up.
Yeah. Oh, my energy level's good.
It's good tonight, baby.
Yeah. I can't help it if I'm bipolar.
And this is a special episode with half tracks.
Yeah, today we'll be talking about half-track rules, which are really interesting, and some strategies, and not too much about that, though, but mostly about rules and use of these interesting little vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Since we told Chaz we were going to do an episode on half-tracks, he said, wow, he should probably do something with that in journal number 10.
Yeah.
And so he said, well, he better follow up with us and do that and get it all in writing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you can expect that in Journal 10 from MMP sometime before the turn of the century.
Yeah, and we're glad to take the lead, Chaz, and help you push it along.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to develop a lot of excitement about this topic, so people will be all over you. So what's new? Oh, what's this?
Well, there are no letters today, but look what we have there from issue of Military History. Just thought our listeners would like to. It's not book review time yet, but let's do it anyway.
This is great. The top 10 war books of all time. People love lists, and this is a great list. I'll bet. Actually, you just handed this to me.
Uh-huh.
So, but I'll pretend like, oh, yeah, this is a great list.
Now, listeners, guess in your heads, what do you think the top 10 list of all war books?
Yeah, think of that. We will pause here. You can listen to some music or something.
Count of three.
Dave will serenade you.
Okay, some music here.
Dave will serenade you while you're thinking about the top 10.
Right, we don't have to do it live.
No.
Ready.
Volume up?
No. Okay. Ready.
That is horrible music.
San Antonio, waiting on that 8 o'clock train.
This is Marshall Tucker.
Marshall Tucker Band.
Yeah, the Marshall Tucker Band.
Things ain't been quite the same. Okay, you've had long enough to think. Jeff can't take anymore.
Oh my God, I used to be a big Marshall Tucker fan. Played all their songs on my guitar.
Come on,
I had my guitar out in college, and I'd be strumming along. Oh, horribly embarrassing. All right, the top 10 war books of all time. One of the things I love about lists is the controversy that they create. The people will be shouting and throwing things, no doubt. You guys in the chat room will be throwing things at each other from, through electrons. So here we go. What do you think the first book is on the top 10 list? Did you look at the list?
I did.
Were you surprised?
No, I was
not. Did you get
not.
a couple right?
Yeah, I got about 3/4 of them right.
Yeah.
Not in the right place, but, in there.
We should probably get a drum roll here. Number 10, or is this number 1? They're really not in any order here.
No, not really.
Okay, so the Iliad by Homer.
Der Iliad.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Der Iliad. It's actually in German. It's a German book. By Das Homer. History of the Peloponnesian War by Thucydides.
That one I didn't guess, but I can see why. I've read that one.
Yeah.
I've read them both so far.
Yeah. I actually knew somebody that read them in Greek, the original Greek.
Whoa.
Yeah, which I guess is much better.
That's Greek to me.
And I'm sorry I didn't read them in Greek because I read them in English and I was bored. On War by Karl von Clausewitz. I've read bits of this.
I have not done On War.
Yeah, which is really, it's really more of a, as I recall, more of a philosophy, than
I'll jump in here.
like the philosophy of war.
The chatters in the chat room are saying, A Bridge Too Far, Longest Day, Stalingrad by Beaver. I love Stalingrad by Beaver. I think some of these are not going to be on the list, though. Anything by Stephen Ambrose, there's too much by Stephen Ambrose to tell. And another listener has said, Campaigns of Napoleon by Chandler.
Yeah, that
I
one I
don't think
don't know.
that's going to make it. And I thought I saw one, Art of War, that's going to be on there. Sun Tzu, of
Oh,
course.
yeah, I bet that's going to be in here. War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy.
Yes, I have not read that.
I actually tried to read this a couple of years ago. It's my second time trying to read this.
That's right, because I said I was reading Anna Karenina.
Yeah. And Anna Indefatigable. Anna Karenina, I think is the way it's pronounced. Anyway, I actually went so far as to take a class about this at the library, about War and Peace.
Mm-hmm.
And they picked a particular translation that was fairly recent, and I didn't like it. I have a hard time reading books that are translated into English.
Yeah.
Because they just don't sound real. It just didn't sound right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got about halfway through it. I may get through it eventually.
Not a lot of colloquialisms.
Yeah.
It's actually pronounced colloquialisms.
Colloquial. The Red Badge of Courage by Stephen Crane.
Sure. Red Badge of Courage, of course.
I don't think I've ever read that.
I did, but I don't remember much. I was really young.
Yeah. It's one of those books that they make you read in middle school.
Yes.
A lot of times.
Yeah. I was young, not it was young.
The Personal Memoirs of Ulysses S. Grant.
Didn't guess that one, but I have heard that is fantastic.
Guess who wrote that?
Who was it, Grant?
It's written by the same guy that's buried in Grant's tomb.
Yeah, the people have said that is a great, great book.
Really?
Surprisingly. He was a horrible president, great general. All great generals, do they always make great presidents?
Not usually.
No. Yeah, Eisenhower?
Yeah, well,
not bad.
Yeah.
Warned us of the industrial military complex.
Yeah.
He did something for civil rights there. Country was feel good. He knew not to get into Vietnam, really. Actually, Kennedy thought he was going to, and then accelerated it. But when you really look at it, I think he was hesitant. But Grant, great general, not a great president at all.
No.
Corruption going on underneath him, all kinds of stuff. But good book, good author.
Interesting.
What else you got there?
The Face of Battle by John Keegan.
Keegan, I've read that one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have one of his books, but I haven't got to it yet. It's called I don't know.
Soldiers
It's up there on the shelf. I can't remember. Now here's one that this totally floors me. I've never heard of this one. With the Old Breed by E.B. Sledge.
Yes, I've heard of it because people have told me what a great book it is about the Marines.
Sledge's remarkable story of his harrowing experience as a Marine at Peleliu and Okinawa stand out because he was part observer, part participant, and part scholar. Perceptive, brutally honest storytelling. People speak easily of the horrors of war. This sounds very engaging.
Mayhem in the Manila chimes in. Manila, which I pronounce Manile. That's the guy in the Pacific HBO miniseries.
Oh, that's him.
He was featured
Sledge.
in The War by Ken Burns, which I saw The War. We didn't finish the Pacific. Remember, we started it.
We did not finish it. I don't know why.
Because you pooped out on me. You're supposed to call me, and then Robin watched it with you, and then I was like, Jeff, we're supposed to watch this. And you're like, it's just not so great.
It's still available. You want to come over tomorrow and watch it all day?
Actually, Laura's working in it.
Do you have the day off? HBO's free this week.
I forgot if I'm paying Timonen's house tomorrow or not. Well. But if I'm not, I tell the kids to go.
Yeah.
Hey, kids, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I also saw it in the store in the box set.
Oh, okay.
Box.
They probably have it at your local library also.
Well, okay, but we need to spend more time together doing things other than this.
Yeah. Battle Cry of Freedom by James McPherson. McPherson's classic stands out as a lucid, beautifully written, balanced account of the Civil War, from economics to politics to social consequences. Now, here, are you sitting down?
Yeah,
I got to tell you this. What?
If you can't see me, look on Justin TV.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes, you are. Well, I thought maybe you were just short. My wife Robin lately has been very, very interested in the Civil War. She's never had any interest in war before or particular part of history, but she's been watching all kinds of shows on the Civil War, and she's looking for books about the Civil War.
Yep, there you go.
So maybe I'll start her with that one. And I don't want to push it. Like, I don't want to wreck it.
No, don't wreck it.
I don't want to, oh, look, honey, I bought you 500 books. Study these. And then the last one is We Were Soldiers Once and Young by Lieutenant General Harold Moore and Joseph Galloway.
Yep, and that was the movie We Were Soldiers.
Yeah.
About Vietnam, that first battle at the Ia Drang Valley. Ooh,
right.
Look at me go.
Look at you.
And the listeners chime in on the chat. It's of course, they're saying you want Shelby Foote for the Civil War.
For the Civil War,
He was interviewed, you know him. And Mark Morrison says his favorite book is Wake Island by David White and Daniel Murphy. You don't think of that as being, it's not a huge thing about the war, but it'd be interesting to see why he likes that. So
yeah.
Is that through all 10 or you got more?
I think that's all 10. And then there were, let's see, there's another little list here because 10 just isn't enough. The next top 10 war books of all time, this would be like 11 through 20.
20? Okay, run them off.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yes, right.
From Here to Eternity.
No. What?
Yeah.
Who wrote that?
James Jones.
I thought it was like fiction.
Well, it is. I mean, it's about people coming home from about guys coming home from the war, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And I saw the movie once years and years ago. The Caine Mutiny by Herman Wouk.
Yeah, good movie.
I actually didn't know that was about World War II.
Yeah, the strawberries.
Yeah.
And then they wanted the strawberries.
Yeah, would you like some?
I need marbles, too.
Yeah, some.
The strawberries.
Yeah. It's one of the worst imitations of Humphrey Bogart I've ever been.
I was looking at you, kid.
Yeah. The Civil War, A Narrative by Shelby Foote. Okay, there we go. The Forgotten Soldier by Guy Sager. I don't know that one. Once an Eagle by Anton O. Myrer.
About the airborne?
Probably. Written in 1968.
No.
I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Once an Eagle, maybe.
Keep going.
Goodbye Darkness by William Manchester.
Don't know it.
Eisenhower's Lieutenants by Russell Wigley, maybe. A World at Arms by Gerhard Weinberg. And Patton by Carlo D'Este. D''Est''.
Yeah,
I hate it when I say
those next 10 didn't run as familiar as the first 10, did they?
So, interesting. I haven't heard of half of those, so they must be scholarly.
Yeah, and Mats is saying read The Siege of Budapest by Kristen Ungvery. Which actually, and he does say, I was just going to say it's going to be a module. And he says, and it's a great read. And now that the module's coming out, it's up for pre-order already.
Oh, I got to get my pre-order in.
Festung Budapest. Yeah, we should read that book before we start playing those scenarios.
Yeah, that would be good of us.
Thanks, Mods.
And Dirk says that Rick Atkinson's series on World War II is great. Now, I've gotten halfway through the first book, which is about the war in North Africa. Follows up with Italy and through that part, and then is the third book out? I guess the third book is out, or he wouldn't be mentioning it. I didn't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's a nice little, instead of letters, do something a little different there.
Yeah, I like that. Good. Pause.
Yep, let's test.
Anybody in the chat room need to
go to the bathroom?
Go to the bathroom? Yeah, now would be the time.
Is that where you're going?
Because that's where I'm going.
I'll be there right after you. Let me go with you.
No,
you guys watch him.
Fox, Cubs pitcher Charlie Root delivered 2 balls and 2 strikes. After each strike, Ruth raised his fingers to let the spectators know exactly where the situation stood. Then, some observers say, he pointed with 2 fingers to the farthest confine